Please bear with us. He was just due to some technical issues. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Evening Rush 90.3 Voice of the People FM. And yes, we are here in flesh and blood to do justice to another beautiful round of conversation that's got to do with Nigeria. My name is Precious. Hey.
And I'm Promise Lagos. Welcome to the show today.
All right, very quickly, let's look at the conversations that are trending and that we should be tracking. Nigeria's judiciary now is now cash and carry. Cash and carry. That's what the judiciary is now. That's what Atiku Abubakar says.
And that says how we lost election because I rejected offer to bribe INEC.
Take it again.
We lost election because I rejected to bribe INEC.
Who said so?
Obasanjo said.
Past President Obasanjo, that he lost election because he rejected to bribe INEC. All right, so in this conversation, senators tackle Akpabio over choice of Senate minority leaders. So there was some Basbos and Bosbas session, at the floor of the Senate this evening, Ray Chambers this afternoon rather. We'll let you in on acid hot, the pepper soup. We have it here, the juice inside of it. We have it. I'll let you in on it.
And it's totally unacceptable that three judges should sit overturn decisions of millions of Nigerian electorate, said ex-president Obasanjo.
All right, and then ex-president Muhammad Buhari then says, why I approved Naira redesign policy, plus including, he said, Nigerians, you people are the most difficult people to govern. I'm sure you've heard that before. He even said one time that his cow is even easier to govern than you people. So I don't know. Okay, so go ahead.
Without implementing 2014 Confab report, Nigeria is going nowhere. Edwin Clark.
Okay, so court orders warring Rivers Assembly factions to suspend sittings. So faction A, faction B, everybody maintain
there have
order.
Been two factions in Rivers State Assembly.
Yes, so maintain order. Amehule faction and the Eye faction. All right, all of you maintain order.
And following up that story, this says Rivers crisis spikes as two factional assembly lawmakers hold separate sitting in one house.
This one sit here.
Yes.
What laws do they
complex.
be making? Interesting times, aren't? Yeah, okay. So yes, let's run to another conversation.
And then says Plateau State Assembly. Oh, come on.
So you see that conversation I told you that when something played out in the Senate today.
Plateau Assembly Speaker Deputy resigns. What happened? Why?
The speaker and the deputy.
So does this have anything to do with the appeal court judgment?
Are they seeing what we're not seeing? So you remember that video that has started trending on Sunday where a particular person, a particular politician was addressing a crowd, more like party loyalists or faithful, and telling them that, you know what, we have gone to appeal court now to challenge their government, and we have won in appeal court. They said they are going to Supreme Court. Don't worry, when we get to Supreme Court, we will tell them who we know,
and they will tell us who they know.
So now winning judgments in courts or Nigerian courts, it's so now
the
about
Nigerian judiciary is by whom you know.
Okay, wow. So that's also in the in the discussion we'll have today. They'll tell us who we know and who they know.
Are there more stories?
That's about for Rivers crisis spikes as to who said that. So Lagos, Edwin Clark says without implementing 2014 Confab report, Nigeria is going nowhere. Clark, Adebanjo and others insist. They say this one that people are doing like this. You go front, you go back, you must go back to that Confab.
Okay, there is a story about Atiku saying Nigeria's judiciary now cash and carry.
I said that earlier. You came late to church. Well, your mind was late to church. Those are the hot topics that we have this hour. Let's quickly take a break. I'll be right back to begin dissecting the stories one at a time, because this is the Evening Rush. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Listen to hot critical analysis and top trending topics of the day. Join Precious Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on The Evening Rush.
Alright, Lagos, you are welcome back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM, and yes, it is the Evening Rush, and yes, we did tell you. So let's get to that conversation. Let's begin with what I news yesterday. He did say former Vice President Atiku Abubakar had said that Nigeria's democracy is experiencing ill health. That is, sickness under the rule of the All Progressives Congress APC, whom, by the way, he helped come into power in 2015. Just to remind you guys, right? adding that the ruling party has turned the once respected Nigerian judiciary to caution curry. A caution curry. Bring money collect. 1 naira, 1 naira. You know they cheap. Now this thing where Meka Ike use the same Genevieve. Okay, so that's just aside. So Atiku, who reiterated this concern that democracy in Nigeria is in a state of ill health, said the courts are trying to deliver states controlled by the opposition to the ruling party through controversial declarations. So you did recall that yesterday we did talk about about 3 governors battling for the soul of their mandates as appeal court have now upturned their elections. So there was Zamfara, Plateau, Nasarawa State. Luckily, that of Benue State, which is almost about the same thing, scaled through. People are not like, what's going on here? So it was actually after that result of the Benue State election that Atiku Abubakar made that remark, right? Just to let you know. So the former PDP president, your presidential candidate in 2023, in a statement by his media aide, Paul Ibe, said, opposition engagement is being narrowed either through the electoral process where opposition parties are rigged out with brazen impunity or during the post-election court. He had declarations as states being controlled by the opposition political parties. Even Nasarawa, Kano, I didn't mention Kano. Nasarawa, Kano, Zamfara, and now Plateau State, where we are witnessing a situation in which what the ruling party missed out on election day are being delivered to them through the courts. You see? These are clearly ominous signs that threaten not just our faith in the electoral and judicial system, but evincing that our democracy is compromised. It is also crystal clear that the ruling party will not desist from the inglorious ideology of snatch it, grab it, and run away with it. That's what he said. And he said all of that and more, including that it looks like a judiciary is now cash and carry. That was quite a lengthy conversation, a lengthy response. So you should go look it out.
So the former president Obasanjo is saying similar thing to what you just read, and he said this is another story. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has criticized the ruling of the Court of Appeal sacking elected state governors, saying that 3 to 5 judges should not overturn decisions made by millions of voters during an election. Obasanjo, who said this while reacting to the ongoing proceedings and verdicts of the court on various electoral disputes arising from the 2023 elections in the country, described the powers vested in the hands of a few judges as totally unacceptable.
Okay.
I'm going to stop here.
Okay.
He went on and on and on.
So the same thing about judgments, no judgment, and all of that.
And judiciary.
So let's go straight to what happened in the floor of the Senate today. Oh, promise, help me. Where do we start now? So there was an opera or some sort of opera in the upper legislative chamber on Tuesday. After Senate President Godswill Akpabio announced the new minority leadership positions that Akpabio had named Abamuru. You remember him? You remember that customs job
Former
that cost
Interior Minister.
Remember that customs job that a lot of life were lost. I think in 2011 or so. If I'm correct, I think it's 2011 thereabout or 2014, 2015 thereabout. Because I know it was
former
long.
President Jonathan.
Yes, exactly. You remember that? Yeah, he was Interior Minister at that time. Then. He was the one that called for the job. The job that was that job that plenty. Some people died trying to get customs job in the National Stadium in Abuja. I have to refresh your mind. So he's the one that is now the minority leader. So let me take that news again so you understand. So they said there was opera in the upper legislative chamber today, Tuesday, after Senate President Senate President Godswill Akpabio announced new minority leadership positions. Akpabio had named Abamuro, senator representing Benue South, as minority leader, and Osita Ngu, senator representing Enugu West, as minority whip. Now, the People's Democratic Party PDP members replaced Simon Nwakom, senator representing Plateau North, and Darlington Wokocha, senator representing Abia Central, respectively. They were both sacked by the courts. So, while talking about this, while Nwakom, former minority leader, is a PDP member, Wokocha of the Labour Party LP was the minority whip. So soon after Akpabio finished making the announcement, said to be, from the minority caucus, an altercation ensued on the floor of the parliament. So LPs, Labour Party's Tony Nwoye, senator representing Anambra North, said it was unfair for the Senate president to choose leaders for the minority caucus. That is, it concerns you. Are we not the minority in the house? Why will you not be the one to
make
choose
decisions by ourselves, right?
Oh, flesh and blood is not revealing it to you, sister. Do you understand? So you're not saying that wait, you are not the one assigning position of the minority. It concerns you. Will you not let us, those who are minor, to choose who will lead us, who will be our whip, and who will be all of this? Exactly. So, quoting him now, he says, Are we your slaves? Why would the Senate president be picking leaders for us? When you yelled at the presiding officer. You have done your worst. You have pushed us to the wall. Meaning what? It's unfair. It is not about me. It's about the institution of the Senate. Every time you keep on picking leadership for us, are we your slaves? The way you were elected is the way we were elected. The highest you can do is suspend me because you're the Senate leader. That is
I'd like us to hear some of the clips.
He said after
let's hear Moye directly saying it
let's
himself.
hear Moye. You see, sometimes they say that
it is not us that said it.
Oh,
let's hear from the horse's
So you know that
mouth.
they used to say that the python will be the snake that lizard that one person sees may turn to a python. So let's take a listen to what Moye said himself.
Slaves. The way you were elected was the way you were elected.
I think they never that is not your decision.
Are we your slaves? The way you were elected was the way you were elected. Are we your slaves? How you can suspend me here? Are we your slaves? Every time you keep on picking leadership for us, we are not. How you can suspend me here? Are we your slaves? Every time you keep on picking leadership for us, we are not your slaves. Whether you like it or not, the way you are elected was the way we are elected. We are not your slaves. The way you are elected was the way we are elected. How you can suspend me? You have done your worst, Mr. President. What do you mean by that? You have done your worst. You have done your worst. You have put us to the wall. Thank you. Yes, we'll start with that. Meaning what? Meaning what? Meaning what? Meaning what? It's unfair. It's unfair. It's not about me, it's not about any person. It's about the institution of Senate. Thank you, sir. No problem. Meaning what? Every time you give it tomorrow, they want to they want to open up. He's putting us. So I told you that they will run the court. He brings over the police part of them. Give a couple, give a couple. Give a couple. He's not that you give a couple. Not about them. Let's go see. Let's go see. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
So Lagos, you heard that. That was exactly what played out at the floor of the Senate earlier today. That's disagreement where, Dr. Nwoye, did I say Dr. Nwoye? Yeah, Senator Nwoye was saying that, you know what, we will say our mind. Are we your slaves? So after some senators,
was the way we were
exactly.
elected.
So after some senators pacified Nwoye, Akpabio explained that the two minority leaders had shown their signatories of senators who agreed with the decision. Oh, they showed him the signatures of those who agreed to the decision. So minority, he said,
but it
responding
seems
now,
like some of the minorities were left out in that decision.
Exactly. So some people just came together and, signed signature that we want this person, we want this person. We really work with what is before me. You have you have Senator Abaribe and Aliero, their names are not here. Akpabio added that he sympathizes with the minority parties in the Senate. Yeah. Okay, Lagos. That's the conversation. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions. What you make of all of this? We have more stories very quickly, Promise, please. Okay, so why Promise is gliding through that? Let's remind you.
We told Lagos that Buhari is saying why I approved Naira redesign policy. In his words, whether Nigerians believe it or not, we are an underdeveloped country, and in that sort of situation, there is materialism, and sometimes ruthlessly, they didn't care how they made the money. Who is he talking to? And he said, I still feel that the only way I could deprive these people was just to make sure that my integrity became unquestionable. I think as a developing country, we'll still have a long way to go. Who was he talking about? He was speaking about the Naira redesign and the whole Naira crunched before the elections. And who was he trying to make? What people was he trying to make, money difficult for? We don't know.
Okay. So let's go to River State. Promise, let us know what happened in River State today. How we had two sittings at the same time, simultaneous sitting in River State. Before I go straight to the court order that is now barring them from sitting. Okay. So interestingly, in River State, we hear that the two warring factions sat together. So there is this faction by Amehula who
the River State House of Assembly on Tuesday was plunged into another round of crisis. Barely 1 month after the state governor Sim Fubara was threatened with an impeachment threat. This time, armed policemen again took over the complex as members loyal to both factions of Honorable Edison Eye and Right Honorable Martins Amehule allegedly held separate sittings at different locations. No fewer than 4 police patrol vans were stationed at the entrance of the assembly complex located along Moscow Road, even as human and vehicular movement. And sources said that about 25 lawmakers led by Martins Amehule sat early on Tuesday and reportedly deliberated on 2 items concerning the suspension of the strike by parliamentary staff. So bottom line is, the two factions of the River State House of Assembly had a sitting in the same assembly complex, the same time, the same day. What kind of drama is that?
Okay. All right, Lagos. So now, because of that, the Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has issued an order directing the two factions, both of you, in the River State House of Assembly to maintain status quo antebellum and suspend further deliberations until the matter before it is dispensed with. A factional Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Edison Eye, had in a suit approached the court presided over by Honorable Justice Afuebi Ayua, praying the court to stop Right Honorable Martins Amehula and the other lawmakers from presiding over the activities of the legislative arm of the state government. Now, the notice was filed together with the main suit by Eye as the new Speaker of the House of Assembly and the Assembly and the House of Assembly, of the House of Assembly and the House of Assembly. So the plaintiffs in the suit are River State House of Assembly as first plaintiff and Right Honorable Barrister Eye Ogere Edison, Speaker, he said, and second plaintiff. And the defendants are factional Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Martins Chike Amehule, Right Honorable their plaintiff. Make not name their name. So bottom line, the court is asking them, what
faction is that the one that supports the current governor, exactly. And Amehule's faction supports the FCC minister, the former governor.
So it's for those who are for and against. So, but it looks like those who are against are in majority. The ones that support Wike are in majority. The ones that supports, the current governor are the minority. So how is this going to play out anyway? We do not know. But let's watch and see.
So are they also going to hit the court order? Who knows?
Well, we do not know. Let's see. Yes, you've taken this news about.
So Lagos also told you that the Speaker of Plateau State House of Assembly, Honorable Moses Thomas Sule, has resigned his position as the Speaker. The Deputy Speaker, Honorable Gotom Fom, has also resigned his position. The members representing Kapshin North, Gabriel Dawang, has been elected as the new Speaker. Honorable Timothy Datung, representing Riyom constituency, is now the new Deputy Speaker of the Assembly. Correspondents has reported that the development could be connected to the second governor, Caleb Mutfwang, and some PDP lawmakers in the Assembly. What is playing on in Plateau State?
Oga never even goes.
Is it
Supreme
trying
Court
to
reach.
look like?
Supreme
Are they trying
Court has
to
not even
pause?
sat
I'm not
the
saying
case.
they want to pause, but is it what they are trying to do?
So Supreme Court has not even heard the case first of all, and people are already potting and changing shapes. Okay, now so let's sit down and look, and sit down and look. They say a monkey name. So let's go straight to the other conversations. Yeah, I did tell you what. Yeah, we've talked about this. So so remember that it's still in that Plateau State that they say they will know who we are. And who we know. So,
and we'll tell them who we know at the Supreme Court.
Exactly. So, Yusuf Gagdi, a member of the House of Representatives, has come under intense criticism for the comment on the Plateau gubernatorial dispute. In a viral video, Gagdi, who was addressing All Progressives Congress APC supporters on Sunday, because he was seeing Sunday online, I saw that video. He was heard saying, "We have gone to appeal court and the final destination is the Supreme Court, and we will meet there. That is where we will know whom they know and they will know who we know." They're going to say connection past connection. Who's your connect again? Okay, so that's exactly
so winning cases at
exactly
the courts depends on who has more connection.
Exactly. So Gagdi, who chairs the House Committee on Navy, made the comments before the Court of Appeal in Abuja, sacked Mutfwang Manasseh as a governor of Plateau State in nullifying Mansa's election and upturning the judgment of the tribunal. A 3-member panel, we did tell you already, of the court, who said that yesterday, led by Elfreda Williams Dawudu, told Manasseh said that Manasseh was not validly sponsored by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the election. So therefore, Oga, day your day, let the people who did their day be the people or be the person who win the election. So let's take a listen to him saying that. Take a listen.
Final destination is the Supreme Court. We know the law. We have gone to appeal court, and the final destination is the Supreme Court, and we will meet there. That is when we will know whom they know, and they will know whom we know.
So you know what interests me there? That's like kind of former governor's live band I was in. I was giving them
the instrumental
to back it up, like dun dum. It has happened. Power has changed hand, or is changing hand. All right, so that's it there. What played out in Plateau State and how that honorable House of Rep member is under plenty talk. So people have started talking and say, hey. So getting judgment in the court now is based on who you know and who we know. That is to say that if we don't know anybody now, we cannot get election. So does that in any way make sense of what Atiku Abubakar said, that judiciary is now cash and carry? That's what people are saying. So does it now make the sense of what he's saying, that APC is trying to slide Nigeria into a one-party system? I didn't say that. I mean, that's what a lot of people are saying on all various platforms, right? Okay, so let's go straight to this. So yes, Edwin Clark has said today on his book launch that without adopting and full implementation of the Confab report of 2014, that is the 2014 National Conference report, progress in all facts may continue to elude Nigeria, as the document contains the antidote to the political and socio-economic problems confronting the country. So he said, so there was a consensus of the opinions of political, economic and academic leaders who converged on Lagos during the public lunch and presentation of the autobiography of elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark. Yes, Brutally Frank, that's the name of the book. So among the speakers were, so many others, but he did say that about the confab. He said, you would recall that the administration of Goodluck Jonathan held a confab in 2014, yes, and that report and all that was handed over to Goodluck Jonathan. But however, he did not implement on that confab until he left office. And I do also remember that there was a time President Muhammadu Buhari was reacting to the confab. In reaction or answering questions or talking about the confab, he said, well, even though there's a lot of pressure by people that he should check the confab, but right now the thing belongs to the dustbin, because he has thrown it away. That is where it rightfully belongs. So people are saying, did we just expend the country's resources to sit down and deliberate, or bring people together to deliberate on way forward for Nigeria, only for a president that is voted into power to say what, we could read this report on a talk, make it day for the dustbin. You also recall that there was a time too that the former, now the vice president, then the governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, was heard, saying, while fielding question concerning restructuring, they say that, for now, let's do things that will move the country forward, that restructuring my foot, things should work well in the country first. And then, not quoting him directly, not quoting exact words here. So you would also recall that APC actually did campaign on the basis of restructuring, right, at some point. And I think we had mentioned here before where Erufai, I think, chaired a committee or stuff like that, was handling that aspect. So people are saying that, why are we now keeping quiet? Or why did the present administration spend, or the present political party, ruling party, spent 8 years of the administration keeping quiet about the confab? Now that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is now in government, do we think that he would revisit the confab? What do you think, Lagos? These are the conversations that we're, tracking this evening. And these are the hot topics, Lagos. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on them one at a time. Phone lines are now open. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. That is 0700 903 903 903. You can also call 0700 903 9039. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on these conversations. In case you're just joining us, let's let you in on the conversations that we've been tracking today. First, we did tell you that, please, yes, you just did hear that without implementing 2014 confab report, Nigeria is going nowhere. Edwin Clark said that without implementing the 2014 confab report, Nigeria is going nowhere. Edwin Clark, Adebanjo, and others re-echoed same thing. I'll get back to you on those. Let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Sir?
Precious, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mr. Amadi, calling from Egypt.
Mr. Amadi, you're welcome. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, you are talking of confab. You can remember when the President Buhari, Tinubu said, when they asked him, he was coming from, I think, London, and they asked him about the confab. He said it's a Greek gift that Jonathan wants to give Nigerians. I don't think that Tinubu will accept that to confirm. He would like to do his own. That is Nigeria, because we don't follow things in sequence. So what we are saying of all this is APC wants to do anything the way they like, not the way the Nigerians are like. Because they want to use court now to protect the PDP and the other political parties themselves. That is the only thing they are doing now. And they want to do it. Watch Ganduje. The day the judgment, they give final judgment about the presidential issue. Gandija said that he's not ready to leave any state for any political party than the APC. And these people are meant what they want to do. They are not well with us. They are not right with us. These people are an enemy to Nigerians. Call it APC. I'm just telling you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. But then please let's learn to mind our language. Phone lines are still open. Lagos 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 9039. There's an emergency to call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Precious.
Good evening and welcome. Promise is making me laugh here. Good evening and welcome. You're welcome,
okay,
sir.
So it's not Precious.
It is Precious. Go ahead, sir, please. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Okay, I was wondering why you were laughing.
Oh, it's Promise. So she just tickled me. She just tickled me. You're not watching. She tickled me.
They tickled you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny.
I couldn't hold it. That's okay. Thank you.
My name is Shola.
Shola, where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from, right now, I'm around Farua, Ipaja.
Chai, you're on transit.
Lagos.
Okay.
Yes, just trying to maneuver all these, the interior areas, cutting off traffic on the main road.
Well done. Right,
So,
go ahead.
you know how it works now. You know how it is.
All right.
Yeah, so,
go ahead, let's hear
actually what caught my attention, because I just switched on the radio, and I love the voice of the people.
Thank you.
So, and what caught my attention is the confab.
Okay.
You understand? And that has always been my agitation. You understand? For a better Nigeria. It's so obvious that all these leaders that Nigeria is The confirm has been there. I called one time and I mentioned it. I think Barrister Darlington was was there that day I called. And I mentioned it. I said, where did they throw that report? Why are they not implementing it? If I can remember, I think during this APC, I think during Buhari, he mentioned during his campaign, maybe it's Buhari, Precious.
Sir?
Let's be sincere with ourselves. The other time, I think, why wouldn't they have a sense of belonging? How do you want them to be happy?
Thank you.
You know, the Easterners, let's be sincere.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Nigeria is calm. Nigeria is calm.
Thank you. No, brother. It's okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening,
Good
Precious.
evening.
You know who you are, who you know.
We will meet you at the Supreme
I will
Court.
see. I will know who you know. Don't worry. When we get to Supreme Court, you and I, then they do these surnames, different surnames you give me. We will know who you know. Go ahead.
I promise 10 plus 10 gonna look good. This year,
Thank you.
I say make I agree to now.
I say make we greet
We no
you
get
back
matter.
to my brother.
I say make I agree to now.
We say make you
Nigeria
don't
Don't
matter,
say
I
we
don't
hear
do
your
it,
voice. So
You
it's
don't
been long
say.
we heard his voice. It's been long we heard from you.
I say make I agree to now. Una look good.
Tie. That's the
Continue.
only
That's the
reason
only
you called
thing
like
you
this.
want to say.
The problem of Nigeria
That
is no
is
longer
only-
your problem. You don't wash your hand like Pontius Pilate. Come on for Nigeria problem.
Wahala.
I don't. When you see that PDP APC leader in Plateau State talking to the youth, telling them we would go to the Supreme Court and know who they know, and these people that you think they are suffering, I know most of the people they bought, you know, are there clapping hands.
Stop it. Nedo, you see that one? Don't whine us. It's okay. Now, if you want to whine
I'm
us,
not
it's another
whining
thing.
you.
Don't whine. Huge economy. Hey, brother, leave that thing. Brother, leave it. Leave it.
A country where everybody is trying to be superior in his state. You come in as a governor, you have to build talks that you will use to
Structure. Sometimes
that
it's called
the structure is staggering, armed robbery, everything. That's why someone can stay in Abuja and said no one can destroy his political structure. Now someone like Hope Uzodinma in Imo State, everybody see what happened, but they are dancing the tone of their political godfather who is leading the country right now. Are not yet ready. This is the problem. So what do you want to talk about this country? Nothing. Even those that come into your inbox begging for money, begging for help, some of them, they even bought them during the election time and they voted the nonsense. And today, this one will say the medicine have put money, the food have put money. Elijah, we voted APC. Now APC, you go shop.
Yeah, come and be going, Nedu. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Well done, sir. Nedu Wiki. Well done. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Mother Precious,
Sir?
how do you know?
Huh?
Who do you know?
I don't know.
Who do you know?
I don't know.
Mother Promise, good evening, ma.
Good evening. You're welcome.
How's the day?
We didn't find
No,
you.
it's
How
not.
your side? I hope you're fine.
I'm okay, ma. I'm
Well
okay.
done.
Keep going since that possible.
You're welcome.
I want to greet one of the reasonable people today that did wonderful thing. Yes, Mr. Apache. Yes, he really make us happy today. Also, our quality code, Madam Quality Code, and she promised to give somebody 5 kg of rice, just one. So somebody, a Nigerian, they started one of the bad eggs in this Nigeria put in, and he was lamenting. How can Walking Talking will be so happy that Madam Quality wants to give 5 kg of rice? How can you be happy that you want to buy and use 6,000 naira to go and collect something of 1,500? That woman said
5
she
kg
wants
of
to
rice
give
is not 5 kg of rice is not 1,500 though.
Wait, ma. The woman said that she wants to give 5 kg of rice, and the deaf man said that the woman said she wants to give 2 kg of rice. Yes, he said that the woman wants to give 2 kg of rice. Why the woman said she wants to give 1 kg? pick it. And this man has to hold it. We were expecting that you want to say something reasonable or want to support.
So can you help us sum up? So how did this end?
You know, there's something that you will say, somebody will say, you don't know that you want to provoke God. Yes, Mr. Kwachi have to send the message and say he wants to increase, let that woman increase it to 50 kg
for 50 people.
Seriously.
Away.
Yes,
God bless you, Mr. Kwachi. People don't have hope. Do you know how much a 50 kg of rice is? That's 65,000 naira now.
And the other one of the man has to go back again. And he was expecting walking up into 54. He was coming back. God knows what he was coming back. And that man, he said, yesterday he called in. I was listening to him. He called in yesterday. He said that his name is Bobo. I did something like that from Oshodi. The man normally go on Igbo program. I regret knowing that man.
Oh yeah, he's okay. Thank you so much for this update. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
May God bless me.
Thank you.
And give him long life and prosperity.
Thank you. Let me take more calls. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening to you. Hello. All right. So, in case you're just joining, and let me just quickly let you in on the conversation that we're having. We did tell you that Nigeria's judiciary now cash and carry. This is according to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. So he's now bring money collect for Nigerian judiciary. Yes, or we also did tell you how senators tackled Akpabio today, and a particular senator was, a Labour Party senator was over him and saying, you know what, we are not your slaves. You are not your slaves. When Senator Akpabio chose Abamore, as the Senate minority leader. And then there's also a conversation here about court warning River State warring factions to suspend sitting for now. When the two of them decided to sit in the same place, separate, this one sit there, with their different speakers, the AHA speaker and their Mehule speaker. And I say, you know what, we're not gonna sit down again. So then ex-President Obasanjo says it's totally unacceptable that three judges should sit overturn decision of millions of Nigerian electorate. Ex-President Obasanjo reacts to tribunal rulings and says that is very, very unfortunate and unacceptable. He also says that he lost election because he rejected to bribe INEC. That we lost the election, perhaps talking about the just concluded presidential election, that we lost election because he refused to bribe INEC. And I'm wondering, so it's not a public thing that bribing INEC is a thing now? Hey, okay, so all right, we'll move to other conversations. So, a particular Plateau State House of Rep member was heard saying that, you know what, we have gone to appeal court, we won them, and now they've taken it to Supreme Court. The highest court is the Supreme Court. When we get to the Supreme Court, we will know who they know and they will know who we know. So now Nigerians are saying, a Senate House of Rep member is bragging about who you know in Supreme Court. So winning judgment is now by who you know, So is that how judgment is done in Nigeria? So Nigerians are reacting to that conversation, Lagos, and that's why we brought it to you too. By the way, in the meantime, still in Plateau State there, Plateau House of Assembly Speaker and the Deputy have resigned. We don't understand. Are they preparing Supreme Court? However, we don't know the faith. We don't know how far it would come in the Supreme Court. We don't even know. So Atiku Abubakar has said that, the judiciary is deliberately upturning of people, governors who are from opposition parties. Because if you look at what played out in Zamfara, Zamfara, Plateau, Kano, and Nasarawa states, and then if you look at what played out in Benue State, you're like, is it almost the same matter? Why the Benue State governor scaled through, and then these rest people? Meanwhile, because Benue State governor is Clark Adebanjo and others says, without implementing 2014 confab report, Nigeria is going nowhere. These are the topics that we've been, the hot topics of this hour, Lagos. Let's go back to the phone lines now. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Madam Precious.
Sir, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is Ambassador KZ.
You're welcome.
Oh, I said it's unfortunate the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria is very, 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 very When I'm tired. We can't continue like this. Nobody will say when on ourselves did and so on they do. So on they. What do you mean? Then who will put things right?
Sorry.
Yeah, and I want to say, a very big thank you to, especially if every rich man can behave like, even if you are not rich, if you have that generous.
I wanted to say that you don't have to be rich to reach out to people, really.
Yes, even you don't have to be rich. That man has a generous mind. That man, whenever he listens to program and he hears somebody just cried a little, it touches him. I didn't know him, but from this program,
so much appreciate
I pray for Nigeria. God will bless Nigeria as well.
Amen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. God bless you too. Hello, good evening to you. Oh dear. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Because one proverb in Igbo is because they are telling us that even the small school where I go, you don't get any meaning again. Because when I'm seeing the way they are saying they are ruling this country, and I see that in this country we still have professors, I cry for Nigeria. We have journalists, doctorate degree, they do this, and when I see like as if that they have put us in a pot, I cry for this country in there. Because why? This is one of those things that always cause jungle just. Now, do misbehave. People will say, why will you take law into your hand? Since the law, the country, the people that made the law have destroyed the law automatically. Because since now the courts now have become where you can where everybody can do his shenanigans and go free with it. And tomorrow now, when you see that people have to stop into by removing the governors because they are not in APC. Are you the one that voted them in there?
But that's not the reason the court is giving now. Did you ever hear the court give that reason? That it's because they are not from APC.
What reason did they have?
Did you read the judgment?
You have a reason that
tell me what you read. Tell me what you read from the judgments.
The person was in the ballot paper. You saw it in the ballot paper. He did not ask him.
Cotton rather. So let's apologies there.
Can we go to WhatsApp?
Yes, we can quickly go to WhatsApp.
We don't need any election again. Let the courts determine who becomes the president of this country or the governors.
Oh yeah, sorry, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Are we small kids?
Sorry.
I beg you.
Court. Then we will know who we know. It's because Supreme Court of Nigeria is no longer Supreme Court. What is it if it's no longer Supreme Court?
Okay, so here on YouTube, Chuka Ekwe says hello, and Amadi Samuel Gitrika says absurdly has taken over polity, a colossal shame in the history of Mafam says, good evening, Madam APC woman leader. We should continue to deceive ourselves in this country. Now we are talking it is a long way, 4 years. We never get evidence yet. So could you talk? Kai.
Good evening, Miss Precious and Promise. I'm enjoying the show as usual. This evening, this message is specifically to Miss Precious. I'm bluntly being unequivocal that she has the most sexiest voice on radio. I drop whatever I'm doing just to listen to her on the evening rush. I'm seriously crushing on her. Your name is Ikenna. And you're her biggest supporter. You have a crush.
Let's forget about crushing and shrubs when we're talking about Nigerian matter.
There is no evident leaders, Ima from Ejigbo says, and what Edwin Clark says is true. The leaders of Nigeria would never do anything about the confab because they are not there to do anything that will favor Nigerians, but themselves only. They feel that the confab will not favor them, but the entire Nigerians. Amobi from 7 and 8.
All right, so let's quickly take some more calls and then we get back to the messages. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening,
sir.
Nice to hear your voice.
Nice to hear your voice too. You're welcome, sir. What's your name, sir? Promise.
You're welcome, sir.
What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from? Yes, sir, we can hear you.
I think you're supposed to recognize my voice through my voice. My name is Mr. Oscar.
Mr. Oscar, you're welcome. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm just fine.
You're welcome. So
yes, I said the drama going on in our house of Philip. They were not throwing chair and table. They do throw chair and table. The devil was not really too good.
No, they are being gentlemanly so far now. These are gentlemen senators.
I wish the devil was really too good. They would throw chair and table. They throw chair and table.
We don't pass that level.
That is the Nigeria we have to go. Yes, you said the something. The one that came to take advantage on the people that did not know what happened before. Who did he complain to? Or the Emefiele they use as a sacrificial lamb. Is it the one he's complaining? He should rescue Emefiele from the hook. He left Emefiele now. Who is he complaining to? He has just 8 years, woeful 8 years. Now we are enjoying this advantage. Now, they call it democracy, not democracy. Or they, I don't know what to call it. So what is interesting in this country these days? And that the man that they say is a philanthropist. If you remember me, I have a little business to show you precious. Maybe later on, if I gather myself together, I want to gather myself. I'll walk around to go and gather myself together to pass through your marketing department. Not you, some other people. So that is why I did not want to rush anything.
All right.
So those philanthropists, we are ready to aid humanitarian. I'm also try to let them know that it's not only food you give to somebody, you can only give him hook to catch fish at the same time.
All right, thank you.
I thank them for their gesture act and their honest deed they have done so far.
Thank you so
I'm happy
much.
to praise the man. I never praise the man.
Thank you. I appreciate
God
it.
will bless it as well.
Thank you. All right.
Yes.
I appreciate
And
it.
God will bless it as we focus and
Thank
attention.
you. Thank you so
on
much.
God.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Right. Hello, good evening to you. Welcome.
Pray.
Sir?
The pretty precious.
Wait, sir?
And Promise, how are you doing? Someone is crushing on you.
It's
Make me
okay
cannot
now.
come kill him.
Honorable, quench your mic. Honorable, off it.
That's the one you heard.
So that's why you hailed me like this, Abi. That's why you hailed me.
Pretty precious.
I'm not answering again, leave me.
Tell that person, say, make we cannot come catch him.
We can my father. Wait till we get
Pretty precious.
Sir?
Please, I want to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Please, that Supreme Court judgment between Emeka Ihedioha and I hope knows of them. When is it coming up?
They had said that I think 12th of December, 4th of December or thereabouts. It's not now.
Okay, they will know who you know.
Honorable, come and be going to where you're coming from.
This is Chukwuka calling you from Ketu. Chukwuka, they're calling from Ketu Januki.
You're welcome.
So we will know who you know.
Right.
My regards to Promise.
Thank you. Promise.
I hope you will not travel again.
We'll tie her up this time around. If she travels, we're pulling her back. She will never pull that stunt on us again. Trust me, I'm here. I'm here for it.
All right.
Thank you.
All the best. Yeah, you're trying. May God give you more strength.
Amio, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Hello. Good evening to you.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening, PP. I need to know.
We greet you too, sir.
Yes, my name is Charles.
Okay. Charles, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Maza.
Charles, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yes. Don't you see, now that it's now judiciary deciding election in Nigeria, don't you see that we are doing very well? Let me just give you a little quote from Chief Obafemi Awolowo, 1986. Quote, as long as Nigerians remain what they are, nothing clean, principled, ethical, and idealistic can work with them. And Nigerians will remain what they are unless the evils which now dominate their heart at all levels are exiled. But I venture to assert they will not be exiled. And indeed, they will be firmly entrenched unless God infuse a vast majority of us that are following from SMWA. You know? So now again it's the BOP and it's always on the side of the truth. God will continue to bless that man.
Thank you.
That we have people like that who can still speak, who can still stand what is happening in this country. I'm a grandfather or two now.
Take down the tempos. We understand that we all feel bad, but please, let's take it easy on ourselves. Hello, good evening to you. Hello, are you there? Good evening. All right, I think I'm having an issue with this WhatsApp line. Hello, good evening. Are you there? Okay. All right, so going back to normal call. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Precious.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Mazude.
Mazude, you're welcome. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, my take is on the track. I'm in support of the structure. We need to go back to that national concern. is very, very important. So we need to pressurize our president now to make sure that we go.
What's happening to all my lines now? Okay.
Yeah. So there's one thing I will say, if you want to be my number one, show me your social plan. You understand? So what I'm trying to say now, that people are supposed to stop, people are supposed to be angry about this. Bad people work better than good people. That's why they are on top. So good one has to be making plan on the ground, not to be angry, not to even criticize these people, promoting them, so that they don't know that you know what they know, or they don't know their plan, that you are not happy with them. If you are unhappy with them, there's no problem. They are on top of you. They will know that yes, they'll be planning more to put you into problems. So all you need to do is to free your mind. Start working how you will be free from them. You understand? There's one moderator like you will say something. Nigerians are not interested in politics, but politics is interested in them. So what that is? But politics is interested in them. So whatever that is interested in you, go back to that thing and ask that question. Why are you interested in me? That thing will explain to you. So you will know that you must be in politics so that you will be a member of the people that are making the law that is governing you. You understand? So the people now shouting, talking, being angry, no, you don't need that. When somebody is oppressing you, don't get angry to get rid of that person. You need to go on the ground to bring out better idea than what that person has. So when you are shouting, talking, calling God to come and do it, God don't do that. God cannot do that. You will bring a better plan to bring him down. You know?
Okay. All right. Like your phone lines are still open. Let's continue to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations that we have. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening,
Sir?
Double P.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Good evening,
Good evening to you.
How was your day?
We're inside the day like this.
I'm still calling from Ikeja.
See, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Madam Precious.
Sir?
I totally agree what article say. Nigeria judiciary has become cash and carry. I totally agree. I'm concerned what that APC chairman spoke on Sunday in Plateau State. Madam President, have you sat down to think that even though most of them that they brought there, if they give them 200,000 naira, if you divide it into 8 years, it's not to 200 naira. That someone will say he or her conscience, 200,000 per person. If you divide it for 8 years, it's not to 200 naira. It's not to 200 naira. And we are busy just messing ourselves up. Fela sang a song in 1979. He says, I don't want to use the word he said, strong men in power. Strong men in power. Nigeria is like where they built 100-story building and start cracking from the down. Are you going to start patching it from the ground, or are you going to bring it down? I so pity people that keep following APC because of what they want to eat. Only time will tell. Time will tell. I just pray that we will not find ourselves in Afghanistan or Somalia.
Oh, please. You do know
God
that
bless
people have the
Nigeria.
right to what they believe and what they want to do, right? Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you too. All right, promise, let's run through some WhatsApp messages because we have quite a lot of it here now.
Good evening, VOP. If Nigerians did not wake up against the atrocities and the abnormalities under these I'm going to like you now. We all live to regret it. Court decides who wins election these days. Judiciary is no longer the hope of a common man, but for the ruling party. Raf from Satellite Town.
Okay, so this is hello, my precious. We all must understand to elect it with eggs burning. I said, promise, please, you must read my message correctly, or you give my precious to read it. Please, eggs burning. Your precious is the person.
Now you're precious.
Luckily, because she's the one who read it.
Good evening. Are you done?
Yes, I am. Please.
Good evening, Madam Precious and Promise. It was during the immigration recruitment that people died, not customs. It was immigration. Yes.
Well, these are rumors. We've not substantiated them yet. We're yet to tell if they're actually true or not, and then we'll let you know when we get.
Good evening, Precious and Promise. Article says Nigerian judiciary now carry cash. Oh, there is now cash and carry. You mean? Does it mean that Atiku, doesn't have the money to cash and carry from judiciary. When Obasanjo declared his seat vacant as vice president, judicial came to his rescue. Then judiciary was hope of the common man. What a divided integrity of a man. Emmanuel.
All right. So this says President Tinubu is Nigeria according to his resources. Germany and Saudi should come and invest, Joe. Let the government see more money to enjoy. Hey, pretty precious and productive promise. Oh, now good evening. Ugo from Ali Moshe sent in that message.
There is no evidence that moving forward, anyone who wants... okay.
Okay, so let's quickly take this from Tony Anili. He says, I'm personally worried with the way and manner election results are being declared in the courts presently. Why wasting people's time and country's scarce resources coming out to vote and funding INEC, as well as humongous amount procuring electoral materials instead of the courts starting and concluding election processes? Now, the era of erudite and courageous judges is definitely, looking, shady. When will our leaders be aware of the debilitating hunger in the land? He say, and he further said, I maintain that what is happening is a systematic way of arranging which states the ruling party has vested interest in so far.
Good evening, Precious and Promise. GEJ gathered about 490 brilliant Nigerians for months to put together a document, and one that should be controlling Malu will tell you that he has thrown same document in the dustbin. Don't expect anything from APCU.
Okay. So, Ms. Precious, truth be told, I told myself that I won't dabble into Nigeria's matter because this country is simply a huge... I go get high blood pressure talking about the country. This is so-called leaders that's running the affairs of the country has virtually turned logic on its head. No sector is working. The judiciary is the most annoying. They're just busy giving justices for the highest. My precious, Miss Precious, it's me again. Ikenna, appreciate you. Well done. Okay, let's quickly go straight to this call. We'll be right back. Legos 0700 903 903 903 remains the number to call. That is 0700 903 903 903 and 0700 903 9039. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mrs. Precious.
Good evening. Okay. Good evening, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Victor from Ikotu.
Victor, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you know what happened in Rivers now is political drama of the year. Yes. I know you are the woman leader of APC.
These Ghanaian people are giving me like this without portfolio. It's not fair. People are not nice to me. Hello? Oh dear, I think I'm losing you. Hello, are you there? Hello?
You.
All right, go ahead.
I'm with you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, in Plateau, so many things are happened. That is the reason that the speaker and the deputy need to resign, and also because they see what will happen in the future. That is the reason that they resign.
So they are seeing the future.
Go ahead.
Okay. So Nigeria is a drama country. Whatever that you see, you take it. You see they are sharing money up and down, in state government sharing money, doing all sorts of things that happen in the country. But let them remember there is God. God is watching them. Whosoever that spend unnecessary money that is meant for the public, God is watching them. Thank you.
Thank you.
And have a blessed day.
You too have an amazing day. Hello, good evening to you. Oh dear. Okay. Yes. Good evening.
Police and PP, I greet you. Good evening.
We greet you too. Welcome.
My name is Ben. I don't have much to say, but what I want us to know, you see, this APC is not a party.
Oga, no, now. Oga, please. Oga, just go straight to making your point and don't malign anyone, please.
That issue is not a party.
All right, I'll have to let you go, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Lagos, it's time for us to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. I will have something very juicy for you on the step down conversation this evening. You will love it. I promise you will. Stay with us.
Bonanza. Nolan Industrial Group of Company International are recruiting new sales representatives in different states of Nigeria and other countries of the world. What is Nolan International? Nolan is simply an international company that is into production and selling of natural herbal care products that helps cure and prevent different sicknesses that are troubling human body system. As a registered hardworking sales representative in Nolan, you will start to enjoy different benefits. For example, international trips, car awards, house awards, electronics awards, payments in dollars, weekly, monthly. With Nolan, you can be getting free product. So for information on how you can get to know more about Nolan, how you can register and become a member of Nolan, or how you can get this product to help your body system, please just call me on 070-3740-5082 or 070-8244-5668, or you can visit my office to know more about Nolan and how you can get the product. Wherever you are, be rest assured that I can deliver to you in and outside the country. I am ready. I am a stockist in Nolan, so feel free to use our stockist code to order all your Nolan products.
All right, Lagos, you are welcome back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Yes, our phone lines are still open while we'll take your thought on the conversation before we go back to the step down segment. Hello, good evening to you, sir. Oh dear. Hello, good evening. All right, so for some reasons, my WhatsApp calls have just not been doing what it should do. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Precious and Promise.
Sir?
Good evening.
You're
How
welcome,
are you?
Sir. We're fine, thank you, sir. Welcome.
I'm not calling for anything because I got no time for all those something. What are
What's going on with the
Hello?
phone lines?
All right, sorry, apologies.
you after? I watch you after the program. I want to watch you live.
You're seeing me live now. I'm live now. Are you not seeing it live?
No. I mean your Precious A or something like that.
You want to see
Your
us live?
TV.
Okay. We'll start going
Yes.
live soon. Yes, we'll start going live soon. Even Promise and I. So on Precious NU TV, we're planning a lot of other packages. Apart from what we do with Mr. Darlington, we plan some exclusive interviews with high, profile individuals. Promise and I are also planning like a proper 1 hour show where we'll be talking all the buzzwords, the kind of things to do on step down segment, right? And then we're also going to be giving you some short dramas and all that. So yes, so it's like everything put together that we have on that TV, but it takes a lot of time to build that, and that's why we're still working skeletally now and just posting, gradually. But yes, we have a lot coming up.
Thank you, because I enjoy you whenever I watch you late. So that's what I want to say. I don't.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right. Hello. Good evening.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir. Bye. Hello. Good evening to you.
Hello, Precious. Good evening.
Sir, good evening.
Madam
Welcome.
Joyce. Yes, it's Madam Joyce.
Okay, go ahead.
Precious, please, can I take my number? Let me talk to you.
No, we can't talk personal business on air, please. It's not possible, please. I hope you understand. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Okay, so I promise, let's run through some WhatsApp
Is
messages.
it true that Emefiele, deputy governor of
I think I took that
Okay, you
already.
took that?
I took that already. Okay, so moving forward, this here says, good evening, PPE. What about Mr. Darlington? You see, Precious there. Anything concerning APC? Your president told us the speech that he has saved 1.3 trillion naira the next day. Femi Gbajabiamila, that's they say yesterday, Wale said that they
Did you
saved
take
over 1 trillion
a message
naira now.
of Ugo from Alimosh?
I'm still taking this message from Kelechi from Oshodi. No, I didn't. And then he said, the APC government, in fact, he said INEC, in fact, you guys be taking it easy. And I said, Precious, I just want to ask a question. Why did INEC and judiciary impose their choice on us? Okay. On us, just look at Imo State governor and of the states and of all states in the south, court and they all say that the Supreme Court governor, and even if your name is, you said a lot. You know what? Please kindly help me type messages that that I can read, just so that we don't read out things that we shouldn't read on air. Promise, go back to your messages,
Good evening,
please.
VOP. I'm crushing on you too, Precious. You have plenty crushes today. And Adaputak, they're hailing you. Adaputak, it's my name. Putakot's first daughter. Yes. Your name is Ikenna from Ilasamaja.
Ikenna, I see you.
But what I don't like about you is talking too much especially when you're not allowing Darlington talk.
I don't let them breathe.
Apart from that, you're perfect.
I don't let Darlington breathe. I hope you understand. Mr. Darlington is not angry about that. We understand each other. He says, good evening, Madam Precious. Mark my words. Before Nigeria will start marching for world, one accept Supreme Court leave bribe to tribalism. Peter will be. I wish that your message is more comprehensible.
Hello, Double P. I'm just surprised that people have forgotten what Judge Dajito said when he retired from the Supreme Court. This infamous comment of quoting, "We will know who you know," should not be a headline. Judge Datijo has already told us what we know about this current Supreme Court. Ostino from Oludia Papa.
All right, so this person doesn't have a name, but if you have a problem with my style of presentation, I'm sorry to say that's your problem, right? Because people have the right to adopt what they want, and this is me. This is my style. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry about it. I can't help you. So let's go straight to another conversation. Messages. Senator from Isolo says, PDP did their own rigging with respect, but APC is doing their own now, and then asking Nigerians that, what would they do about it? Okay, so PDP did their own with small respect, but APC is doing their own now, asking Nigerians, what can you do? He said it has come to the extent of telling us, who do you know at the Supreme Court? Shame to the people in charge there. Precious and Promise, stop doing this blah blah blah. Nigerians are not happy for you for your early information, and one day it's my birth. So see, I'm tired of explaining why we have to da. You cannot insult people without proof and you expect us to carry it.
Right on
it's
air,
not possible now.
It
it's not. That's why this is a mainstream media. You want to do all those buzzwords over to social media. That's where it belongs. So you know what? You can drop all the comments you want on YouTube. It's fine. The work can go ahead there. But it cannot be read live here on air, because this is like a normal frequency, radio frequency that is in mainstream media. And it's even worse because it's free to air, because people don't pay money to dial your frequency. So it's properly regulated. I hope with these few points of mine I've been able to convince you why we need to check our language, because I always say that. Thank you.
One should now imagine the obvious callousness of those who seem to stand out as our leaders. This profligacy of government, while before their faces they see the obvious hunger of hundreds of those who voted them into office, dying daily and showing no concern, is a mark of wickedness. Let them continue. One day the bubble will burst and they will regret all this. Good day. Chinedu from Badagry.
All right, so Tony from Ijeoma says, if Precious continuously ignores your calls, let me thank her for continually reading my messages. How can I ignore your calls and read your messages? I don't know your number now, so I won't see your calls when it's coming in. He says some people are making mistake, accusing Atiku for making disparaging statements against judiciary through which he had benefited in the past. I get him before, not be property. You mean him? He says time was when Nigeria had fair, upright judges. 2015 till date has invented a new generation of inexplicable judges. That's what you said. Yeah. All right, I have a message. Let's quickly take this last call and then we go to the step down conversation. Hello.
Hello, Precious.
Yes, sir. Sir?
Joe from Bariga.
Joe from Bariga. Joe, you're welcome.
Yes, Precious.
Sir?
Nigeria is not working. Why? I want you to give the right reason why Nigeria is not working at all.
Anyway.
You're the spokesperson.
Can you give me a reason? One reason Nigeria is not working? And then we are laughing when we present all these facts, and we are laughing over it. Nigeria is not working, my dear. And this man, I don't want to call any names. And so many of them claim human rights fighters, poor people fighters, human rights fighters, and nothing is working in Nigeria again. And they are there. So Nigeria is not working. That is what I want to tell everybody this night. Nigeria is not working.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. All right. Hello, good evening. Can you help me turn up the volume of your radio set, please? Good evening. Sir? Can you help me turn up the volume of your radio set, please?
I've done that.
All right, you're welcome. Oh, you're in a very noisy place, so you help me be quick with it, sir.
I'll move away.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, my name is CJC Promotion.
You're welcome, so go ahead.
What I want to say is that I'm highly disappointed when somebody will come out on the air and they say it openly that when we get to Supreme Court, we will know whom they know and they will know whom we will know. It's a very bad statement. But one thing is that, I don't know, may God help us. In fact, may God help us, because if I just say what I have in my mind, it will not go well. My prayer is that all the enemies of Nigeria, whether judiciary, whether among the judiciary, among the president and governorship, they will pay for it. They will pay for what they are doing to Nigerians. That's my prayer. Good night, and God bless you.
Good night. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, Lagos will be taking a break now and going straight to our step-down conversation. So, yes, as usual, you know that this is what we get to, make it a bit lighter and softer for us. All right. So, okay. So there is this thing about scamming people and you understanding the need to be careful about people that you scam. We'll look at that after this break, Lagos. Stay with us. This is 90.3 Voice of the People FM. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
So Lagos, you are welcome back. So you know how women will, I don't want to say deceive men and say that, what, I'll come and see you. You know that this man wants to get down with you, or probably send me money, I'll come.
Just send me get down.
Okay, but you know that. So okay, so why would you accept to come? Let's not even go there. Please. Okay, so how do I even put this conversation? I promise it's just taking me on, on the spot. So a woman accepts a man's invitation. And then what? Man sends her transport money. Oh, yeah, come now. And then woman refuses to come. And man does what? The unthinkable. And says, you know what? You chop my money, Abi. You chop my transport fare. You don't come, Abi. You go see something. You go no say power past power. And then it wasn't that, funny at the end of the day. This is actually the reality of a young girl who tried to scam a young man by accepting his invitation and but did not end up coming for the meeting. I'll play you the voice from that so that you get to understand exactly what we're talking about.
Favor. Talk with you, Carlos, come here. Favor. As I say, 27,000 naira. May you come Abuja, I want to help your life. One person said for me. You can't block me for WhatsApp, block my calling number. I'm not going to reach you again. You can't say you scam me. As I tell you, and this thing together, straight for this river, so. Carlos, come here. Favor. As I say, 27,000 naira. May you come Abuja, I want to help your life. One person said for me, you can't block me for WhatsApp, block my calling number. I'm not going to reach you again. You can't say you scam me. As I tell you and this thing together, straight for this river. So now say your life. Nobody will offer you anything for this life. Any place where you go now, so black list that they give you. You don't ever see good thing for your life. Success no will come your way. As I tell you so, do it for this river. So and so bad things you see. This black nylon so and so everywhere where you go now, so black thing will cover your life.
Agiku, it no go better for you. Agiku, I move far. Agimowi.
Way, Lagos. Just when you think you've heard it all or seen it all. So that's a man probably taking a woman's picture. He was with the woman's picture, a bottle of whatever concoction I don't know about.
Voodoo work.
Exactly. And then carries all that and ties with black nylon and says, favor, I send you 27,000 naira person dash me. Say, man, you come. Abuja, make I help you.
So life. He
want help her life. Since she don't want me her life help now, why this thing can't vex you? So he said, you tell her, me she come Abuja, may I help your life. Then she carry your money, come block you off all platforms.
So you went to a witch doctor.
You now went to a witch doctor,
exactly. Her.
And then he tied all that together with her picture and threw it inside the water and said she would never see good. First, do you think that would work? And secondly, I mean, can you go to that extreme because of anger if someone disappoints you in that way? And then thirdly, for women who do that, who give you mind? Why you say go collect money when you know say you know one complete the assignment? Alpha 0700 903 903 903. Lagos stars the number to call 0700
so what 903 call 903 in law obtaining by false pretense, right? I'm not even a lawyer, but I know they call it something like that.
Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, pressure.
Mr. Tony Chukodi. So you've been on the kumkum listening to us and people are giving us bad news. He didn't even come to our rescue.
I wanted to call you yesterday, but the time we were discussing something about what the partners, how they punish people, use children as a weapon.
Bargaining chip.
Yeah, because I'm a victim of that. So that's
sorry.
Why
didn't you call? You should have tried to reach out to us.
I wanted to listen to what others are saying. But that's not the topic is for that. That's for yesterday. Yesterday is gone. We are today looking for the future. Best promise.
Sir?
So the thing there is this. On this topic is that if that man has a evil intention, because you are telling somebody to come to Abuja, according to the statement, according to what people say, for him to
help her life,
better that person, help her life, and the person didn't come, and that's why he's you send money, the person didn't come. I don't think that man wants to better that person's life.
Better her life in what way? That is even the question.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that man wants to better that person's life. If the person block the number, and again, from where did he know this person that he's sending 27,000 or 25,000? You can't just see people at random and be sending money for them to come.
You should know the person down to the person's house or where the persons live.
Yeah.
You have a way to locate the person.
Yeah, so the person just and even it depends on him. He knows what the type of betterment or help that he wants to give to that lady. And if he has what will I say, a bad plan over that lady, all those prayers it didn't go out of the roof.
But Mr. Tony, does voodoo work? Does stuff like this work on people?
There is something they call, even the white people will tell you, there is something they call magic, black powers. So they do, in a way,
but
they do believe in those things.
Why do they have to call it black powers? Why didn't they call it white powers?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If a white man, they believe in all this, but they believe it differently. If a white man believes that the only time something will happen to him or her is when he or her has a direct contact with that. For example, if you tell a white man don't step on this, if you step on this, your leg will be swollen. That white man will ask you, is it if I step it direct with my bare foot or
with my shoes?
If not, yeah, because the only thing they are concentrated in, they try to concentrate on is that chemical reaction. That's what all these things have to do with chemical reaction. But before you do anything, you have to have a clean heart. Even if you don't need to go to voodoo or anything, if you have a clean heart and you have a clean mind in whatever that you are doing, you need to do what? Even if you prayed, it goes. But again, the lady in question that collected the money didn't do anything, didn't do well. Since she knows that she's not going to go there, why don't she tell the man that she's not coming,
right?
Than to block the man? That is where both of them are wrong. So she should have let the man know that she's not coming, and then do what? Is either you pay the money back, or you maybe. But that is ladies for you, because some of them you see in the churches, even some men. You see,
but some people
you
are
see
of
in
the
churches,
opinion that it's just common 27,000 now. How can you be swearing on someone or cursing someone because of just 27,000 naira?
What is common to the Mr. A cannot be common to Mr. B, and what is common to Mr. B might not be common to Mr. A.
Right.
It's just like when they talk common sense. Common sense differs according, depend on individual. So the person that is saying 25,000, for me, 25,000 might not be anything, but for someone else, 25,000 is a big money.
Right.
So I leave others to talk.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony Chikudi. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. You're welcome.
Good evening. You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Henry. I'm calling from Ikoyi.
Henry, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yes, yes. Let me just speak on this step down issue. Promise and the precious. Good evening, sir.
Thank you.
So please, basically the first caller just hit the point. Very. You see, listen carefully to what this audio said. The guy said that money that was sent to him,
to her,
27,000 was what he sent to the lady, and at the same time he wants to better the life of this lady. So if I tend to imagine that somebody dashed you or gave you 27,000 was the same money you sent to a lady and you wanted to change her life. To me, if I'm to analyze this, I think he has some very funny ulterior motives. Because sincerely, it is quite clear. If it were to be his own personal money, then okay. So he said he was given and he sent to the lady. And probably God don't want this girl to get into some bad things. And she realized maybe her spirit told her, look, you could be going up for some sacrifice.
But she should have sent his money back. Don't you think so?
Guy. And whatever this voodoo, whatever they have, my dear, they don't believe in that shit. It doesn't work. If you believe in that, then it works for you. If you don't believe, it doesn't work. He has bad intentions, and that is why.
So it has to do with your mind.
Not as if I'm supporting the lady, actually, but then he doesn't have to go this far. Saying somebody speaking rubbish that because of 27,000 naira, he must be really a very, very, very poor human being. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. You see, another angle to it. And moreover, I did say earlier, if he said he was going to help the girl, I want to help your future. But the girl future, no one help now.
But if something like that works, if voodoo works, he should have helped himself first now. Why didn't he go to the voodoo house to help himself? At least make himself become rich now somehow.
He's going to the voodoo to seek redress or the fact that she did not
But if the redress work, why did he not go to better his life first? Do you understand?
Okay. All right. So I see your messages here. Yes, it's not like we ignore that particular conversation, but because it did not make it, at the mainstream media. And yes, we'll also talk about it. Don't worry. Thursday, when Mr. Darlington comes here, he's the one that would break it down because that is still very fresh in the news and it's still ongoing. I hope you understand. So for the person, that's for Chibogo Obi, is the one who said that. Going back to the phone lines now. Hello, good evening. Hello. Good evening. Welcome.
Yes, I come back again. This time, yesterday, truly, I really want to talk about that about the cry that means.
Oh dear.
Hello.
Go ahead. Let's see if we can hear you now.
Yes. Okay. That you can
Go ahead.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Yeah, yes, I see Konima die, Konima bury him with this issue. A person he sent the money to somebody, money he does not own. And the woman, I have a lot of them in my WhatsApp those days we were into Kit Kat and Rock Around. I teach them. I can't touch it in that manner. If you do not come, somebody say you will say come back to my house. I say come now. I will tell you that I give you the change. I send money to who? A person you don't know.
So you're a pro.
That guy was that guy will go and watch ourselves back to sender. They are the same of the same. And I see a lot of them in WhatsApp or Instagram. I never mind them. He's like looking for a wife. You should sit down and look for a wife.
Okay.
Oh dear, sorry, apologies. Network.
So we'll have some messages on
yes, a lot.
WhatsApp.
So yes, this here said I sent money to two girls. I sent a friend money 2 weeks ago. I haven't heard from her since we spoke last week. I have been trying to reach her only to realize my number has been blocked.
Wow.
I messaged her number with another WhatsApp number yesterday, only to realize that somebody else is using her phone to scam people. Emptied her account, asking me if I have her nude so that we can make money. Imagine. So that means in that situation, it may not even be the girl who had blocked the number. It may be that,
What if the girl was working with this person?
I don't know.
Have you thought about it like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
So this person says, the world is becoming evil. Both woman and man should fear God. If you know you are not interested in a relationship, don't go to the extent of receiving money or another things. Well,
all right. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, it's Faulkner.
Hi, Faulkner, welcome.
All right, so to different angle to your step down conversation. To me, I think it's highly wrong for anybody to take money from somebody without offering a service. When you know that
offering a service,
you can.
Did they talk about service?
No,
this is transactional.
I'm just saying. I don't know what they're like. What they actually had intention with, but I think it's just wrong because you have to put it in an aspect of respect into it because you can't just take money from somebody and suddenly you decide to block something. You also have to put a respect in there. And secondly, a woman should not. I don't think it's right for you to take the money from this same person, and you mention that it's an ordinary 27,000. If it's ordinary 27,000, so what job can you do? That you can make that 27,000 naira within 2 minutes. I think the aspect of respect just needs to come in. The guy is wrong. The lady is wrong. I think she should have been wise enough to just return that money back to that money without no stress or no anger to that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, ma. Good evening,
sir. Good evening, sir.
I want to comment to your this. My name is Ijeoma, speaking from Lagos.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, ma. There are something you said that is working two ways. There are something Bible told us. It say our tongue. If your tongue do not put you in trouble, because some of these things, agreement is agreement. If that man purposely want to help the woman, if the cost to her, we work against the woman. But if the man don't purposely want to help the woman, because we now work. If you watch in Lagos State today, many women along the road is part of this kind of thing they cause it. Yes. It's working. If somebody tell you it's not working, lie, it's working.
What's working?
This tongue that we have is like towel. It don't dry water. And whatever word that come out of your mouth, like they say, you love. A married man tell woman that you love her. While you have your own woman at home, you don't love your own, you come outside. It works. So if after everything you dated that person without come loving her again, you swear for you go work. The same thing too with woman. If man, maybe if you spend money for a woman, time goes on, the woman come leave you. If you say something, that is many things. It's working. Nobody can tell you say no, they work. Now lie is working. Yes.
So when someone really offended you
into that matter.
If someone truly offends you and takes your and takes money through pretense from you, you do something, it will work. Are you serious? I promise. More WhatsApp messages
This from
quickly.
Ijegun says, this happened to me 2 months ago. A good friend of mine, whom I have known since 2018, did this to me. We have not seen since 2019. So I asked her anytime she's in Lagos, let's see. She demanded that I send her money to come over to over the weekend, you mean? Honestly, I sent 2K. She is in Sangota area. She collected the money, Shangota. She collected the money and didn't come. She stopped picking my calls. It was so painful, not minding that the money is nothing. I don't know why I'm laughing.
All right.
I don't want to take this up. I know she will pay for that. She will pay for 2K.
Hello, good evening to
Hello.
you. Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. What's your name?
This is Ihani from Surulere.
Ihani, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yes. The two of them have issues, both the man and the woman. But first and foremost, let me tell those that believe that, in fact, life is spiritual, whether positive or negative. There's nothing that happens in the physical without the spiritual. Even God himself was a spirit, and the devil is a spirit. So everything that is in this earth realm is controlled by spirits. So anybody who says voodoo or doesn't work, the only thing that if you are, for example, if you're a child of God, because of the dominion you have, it will not work on you. But for these two people, ordinances will go against them. Now, it's like meeting an old man in the village who you know that is diabolic. You just feel that he had just said one kind person, just go and talk anyhow to the person. If the person swears for you or causes you or goes to a shrine for you, it will work. Which I know you know. The boy jogu for the girl.
Away.
You understand? So whether even for God, have we asked ourselves why is it that sometimes things will be happening, we'll be crying unto God, say, God, why now? God will still be telling us why now. Because the issue, just like in Nigeria, when God wants to visit these our leaders, the road to, if he wants to visit across board, be to ordinance, it will affect us and it will affect the leaders. But because God doesn't want it to affect us, he'll be waiting for a time when it will be only the problem of the leaders, so he can hit. So the girl and the boy, they have issues. What the girl would have done is that since you don't want to honor it, you return it to him. In fact, if the guy was dubious and was diabolical, for example, maybe let's say he's a ritualist, and the Holy Spirit ministers to you, and you go ahead to keep the money, by connection, that money is a connection. It links you to his altar. Anything he swears will work on that gear. So sometimes in life, it's just that people feel that when only causes work is.
Oh, brother, you're scaring girls who do this for business now.
People do this for business.
I think I've lost his call. All right, let's quickly wrap up on this. Let me take this message here. It says, you said that 27K was given to you by somebody, meaning you don't even have the money. When then which one do you want to better her life with in the first place? I'm Obi from 7 and 8 cents in that message. Because that's the size of our conversation this evening. Thank you so much for your calls, your reactions, and all of that. We appreciate you. All right, my name is Precious Inyi. You can head straight to Precious Inyi of Precious Inyi TV. Yeah, Mr. Darlington dropped something. He asked me to drop some, videos there for him. Precious Inyi TV. That's it on YouTube. Precious Inyi TV on YouTube. Oh, by the way, on Instagram, my name is Precious Inyi Official. Let's hook up, right? Precious Inyi _Inyi on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Please stay safe. Take care of your mental health and have yourself an amazing day.
And my name is Promise Lagos, Jennifer on Instagram, Promise Inyi on Facebook and Twitter.
All right.
Have an amazing evening, Lagos.
Good evening.